And that person is William Wright, who was born in Fresno, California. This year he has published poems in A Few Lines, Collier, the Portland Review, Nimrod, Amos Keg Journal, and the Packing House Review. William Wright.
Thanks so much. I'm working on a bonus poem, and I knew we were coming in here because I always get embarrassed for my back, and appreciate the attention, and I appreciate the chairs too. So, here's my bonus poem. There's a kind of Russian theme, so it's called "But I Don't Want to Do Yoga," and it's very short. And it goes like, unless Ukraine's got a shitload of chairs, Putin can keep it. So that's a thank you. I was pleased John asked me to read because I feel like our poems are worlds, universes apart. His are yin and mine are cough drops. But as I looked at the one I'm going to read, and I'm going to start with his, I saw connections in the ones of mine that I'm going to read as well. Maybe you'll see those as well. So I'll jump in and do that. This is a Nizalowski poem. It's called White Cloud, Blue Mountain. We've probably heard John read it before. He also read it at Barry McCrimm's memorial, as I recall, years ago. Or seems like years ago now. It was only last year, wasn't it? So,
Yeah. Oh, geez.
So here goes. White Cloud, Blue Mountain. In the temple, the bell rings. Once, twice. The unity becoming duality. The incense burns. The altar's black lacquer reflects a single candle. In the blue mountains, aflame with snow, a single cloud hangs a timberline. Pure white in the morning sun, a single flame. I dream of the color blue, and an owl stares back. I bow to the west, and the moon stares back. I am the breath in and out, the breath in, out. I am the color blue. An owl breathes back from the eye of the world, a blue mountain with its single white cloud on fire, and an eagle mote, impossibly distant, vanishing into white sun's breath. So that's John's. Let's see if we find connections in mine. This one's for you Norwegian speakers out there. It's called Dreaming in Norwegian, men jeg kan ikke drømmer i norsk. So, Dreaming in Norwegian. There's a crowd and I'm battling away, full of the news of travel and stories, certain that the world is made up of cinnamon and dirt. But I say pelican when I mean cormorant, garden when I'm trying to talk about the ocean, and I call you my window when I meant to say friend. But then you are my window, shining in the light of candles and a fat moon, with me as we look to other islands. And when I play at your fastenings, you open, and the fresh air blows, cold sometimes and full of snow, and warm other times, smelling of the bright sun. Okay. Turns out I do write bird poems. There's no eagle mote, but this is called Birds of the Northern Rockies. And my favorite is the water ouzel. If you haven't seen one, oh, they're so cool. So they each have their own little title, so I'll read them as they go. Birds of the Northern Rockies. Water ouzel. The tap water that finds you doesn't remember the taste of lips or how its icy clink sounds against the sides of your glass. My knees remember, clasping yours beneath the wide restaurant table, thinking, this is bath enough. Dark-eyed junco. We're almost out of time, and yet you are singing, hiding a small gift in your pocket, and I can hardly gather anything to say, and turn instead to leave, and wave again and again, thinking I should hop from foot to foot. Actually, I want a crying baby, actually. My baby's 16, and I'm impervious to crying babies now. Put me on an airplane, they can cry all they want. You know, I'll feel bad for them, but it doesn't bother me. It's beautiful. So. And I love dogs too, so that's fine. And Randy knows more about police sirens than anybody in this room. So green-tailed towhee is the next one. Gulls swing between the wind and the lines of tourists in the hiking story I'm telling about the sea lions. How the afternoon sun turns them from gray blue to golden brown. It could snow here in August, and I'm thinking we could get lost there in that crowd of people from everywhere. Lazuli bunting. Everything should come with extra straps, the story of its purchase, and time for both surprise and praise. Clothes make arguments for themselves and for the colors that camouflage us in one world and identify our arrival in another. Calliope hummingbird. In another airport, we're already parted, but you are still singing about the wind, and I'm thinking that I have no memory of birds from all the time we've had, but the dark swans in the park with the brewer's blackbird. And in that theme, this one's called A Poem About Songbirds. I know, right? Their songs are all about territory, all about status. Fuck off, you other birds, if you know what's good for you. Go on, clear out. I've got plenty more song where this came from. But it's the same tune to attract the mate. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Let's mount each other's backs beneath our mad wings. Chase through the fresh leaves, shudder and turn in ecstatic circles as we put food in each other's mouths. Make 6 fake nests and lay our lucky eggs all over this town. They don't sing when we go to bed. And that's when I want them to sing. Spend hours outside our windows yelling their heads off as the night wanders away. So let's pace ourselves. Save some of our own songs for the coming morning to welcome the growing light when the whole world of us can fill the air with this sweet and practical noise. And a last one, which is at this point called The Small and Urgent Gardens of Bright Weeds. But as it's John's occasion, I want to change it to Gray Cloud, Wet Mountain. Not all of us spent time in New Mexico. So, Gray Cloud, Wet Mountain. Everywhere has its airports, its neighbors' cars, even the distant clear and Arctic north, with its bathtub ocean and drowning rocks, the small and urgent gardens of bright weeds. Everywhere has its other noises too, the spray of river water on a bridge, the drumming feet, persistent brush of leaves, the gurgle of a dam, the blowing rain, the daily noise of human habitation, breathing, sleeping, the almost sound of snow, reading, painting, the soft shush of digging, our teeth on porcelain, cutlery, and glass. This world is not loss or deprivation. It is enough to stand on and listen across the reflecting waters, against the mountains, soft in trees and hard in stone. The night sky here is not unfamiliar. There is this wet moon and those shiny stars. Thank you.